the Rick Springfield memoir, Late, Late at Night. Join me and we'll check it out.
Coming to you from a basement studio somewhere down under, it's the 80s Show with Australia's Retro Man. On tonight's show, Retro Man unboxes the Rick Springfield book, Late, Late at Night, a memoir. Well, what are we waiting for? Lights, camera, Retro Man.
G'day viewers, Retro Man here and welcome to the 80s Show. Now I said that I will return with another unboxing video. You might have seen me before open this package and now I don't need to use these silver snippers. What I can do, I can just put my hand in and pull this item out. It's another book and here it is, guys. Should I do it? Or should I talk to you about it first? I might talk to you about it first. The book in here is called Late, Late at Night by Rick Springfield. You know the name, you know his music. Rick Springfield was born in Sydney, Australia. And you know who inspired him to pick up and play guitar? It was Hank Marvin of the Shadows. He saw him as a youngster. He saw him playing that classic red and white Fender Stratocaster and he went, wow, I want one of those. And he went and told his mum about it and he said, look, I want one of these for Christmas, one of these Fender guitars. And his mum went, okay, I'll get you a guitar for Christmas. But then he got cold feet, old Rick, just before Christmas came around and he tried to change his little gift to a robot. But his mum said, no, I've already bought the guitar. So he realised, whoa, I'm stuck with the guitar. And how wonderful was that? Because Rick Springfield turned into a great guitar player and he's also had a very great career as a singer and an actor. And in the late 60s, early 70s there, he was sort of kicking around Australia. He had a band called Zoot. And then shortly after that, he sort of burst into a very sort of short-lived solo career where he had a hit song called Speak to the Sky. And then it wasn't until the early 80s where Rick went over to the United States of America and hit it big with the song Jesse's Girl. It was a song about unrequited love. I was Jesse's girl. It was actually a song about a guy that was in love with his best friend's girlfriend. So there was some jealousy there. It was an unrequited love song and it's a great song. And a lot of people just adore that song. It went straight to #1 and it boosted Rick Springfield's career into the stratosphere. And he was also on a soap opera called General Hospital and he made all sorts of film and TV appearances. Do you remember that film he had out in 83, 84 called Hard to Hold? That was an interesting rock odyssey. And a few years ago he got back into films and he did an interesting movie with Meryl Streep called Ricky and the Flash. It was a band film and Rick played a great supporting role in that. So Rick Springfield has had his ups and downs and he suffered a little bit with depression over the years and I've always wanted to read his book and this is it here. It's taken me a few years to get around to it, so let me put my hand in and pull it out. This is it. Haha. Late, Late at Night. Rick Springfield. This is the book, the New York Times bestseller. Actually, this one came out in 2010 and it's now 2022, so I'm a little bit late to the game, but I've read extracts over the years and I've heard a lot about it and I'm a Rick Springfield fan, so hey, now I'm going to finally read it. Here it is in all its glory, some great stills on the back. So Rick Springfield, Late, Late at Night. I'm super excited, so come with me and check it out. So this is the cover, guys. Rick Springfield, Late, Late at Night, a memoir. Bonus 16 new pages of photos featuring an intimate new afterword. It's a New York Times bestseller. That's the spine there with Rick. And some great photos, 1, 2, 3, There we go. Him in different stages of his career. There's a few more down the bottom there. And there's a little quote on the back by Rick. I've always been truthful when writing songs. I wanted to do the same here. If I was going to tell the story of my life, I had to write the truth. This book was released by the publishing company Simon & Schuster. And what a whopper it is. Let's have a quick flick through. Very nicely designed by the looks of it. Plenty of reading. It's got these headers at the top. I'll stop on one in a minute to show you. It's got these little, there's some photos of Rick over the years. See, it's got these little headers at the top in black on the chapter changes, which is quite neat. Some great photos of Rick in action. And it's quite an in-depth book. We're looking at well over 300 pages here. That's Late at Night by Rick Springfield. I can't wait to get into this one. It's going to be fantastic. So there we have it, guys. The Rick Springfield memoir, Late at Night. And I've just been looking at that title and I'm thinking, where did that come from? And I've just realised it's a lyric from Jesse's Girl. You know, when he says at that point of the song, and he's loving her with those arms late at night. So that's a lyric there, late at night. Quite interesting. What a title, Rick. I kind of like that.
Cause she's watching him with those eyes. Never she's loving with that body. I just know it. And he's holding her in his arms late at night.
So yeah, Rick Springfield, instead of calling it Jesse's Girl, which wouldn't quite be right. Late at Night, I think, just sums up his whirlwind life. And it's also a great lyric from Jesse's Girl. And this book looks fantastic. I can't wait to check it out. This is going to be a great read, I tell you. It's going to be quite immersive. And could you please, in the comments below, share with me your Rick Springfield memories? I'm sure there's plenty of people in the United States that have memories of seeing this guy in concert, and there's plenty of Australians out there that have stories to tell as well. Rick Springfield is quite the artist, and we might talk a little bit more about him in another episode, but for the time being, I have some light reading to do.
I wish that I had just his girl. I want just his girl.
So this is Rick Springfield, Late at Night, his memoir, and I can't wait to check it out. So that's it for today, guys. You're watching the 80s show, the ultimate nostalgia kick, and this is Retro Man. Yes, this is Retro Man, living the dream, 80s style. Stay gold.
Thanks for watching. Retro Man will return faster than a boomerang and slicker than Rick Springfield playing a Fender Stratocaster. Please subscribe and good night, viewers.